Wait a minute, hold on. That's not right. Let's try this again. What's up, everybody? Don't worry, you didn't click on the wrong video. This is a Triangle Truth video. We have invaded the Funkytown set. The residents have gone on a secret trip. They'll talk to you later about that. And they've left us the keys to Funkytown. Today, we're going to be doing a reaction to the Bloodshot trailer. This is a first for us. We haven't done a reaction trailer. In fact, this is the first time we're putting a video up with all three of us in it. So, to my left is the beautiful...
Hi, it's me, Jennifer. Everybody knows me. Everybody loves me. Hi.
And to my right, of course.
What's going on? Sean.
And as always, I'm Jay. So anyway, we are going to be reacting to this trailer. Real excited for this. We're big Valiant fans over here. Big comic book fans, but really big Valiant fans. So here we go.
All right, let's see what they got.
And he broke it.
And initiate sequence.
Tina, I'm home.
Memories are made of this.
Wow, that seems like a comic
I'm
Toretto.
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but you got yourself killed.
He got himself
At
killed.
RST. We'd rebuild the most important assets in the U.S. military. Soldiers like yourself. You're the first who we've successfully managed to bring back. Improved, enhanced. With the technology in your veins, you have an army inside you that will not only make you stronger, it will heal you instantly. Now tell me,
Not
do
knowing
you
what
remember
too much about Bloodshot, I assume that's pretty accurate.
Where are you going?
I've got unfinished business. I'm gonna find the man who murdered my wife and killed her.
Oh, he did.
Oh, that's not good. All right, shut him down. And initiate sequence.
Oh, snake.
Okay.
Oh, so they're doing that kind of
target for elimination.
That's messed up.
Tell me, do you remember anything?
Do I know you guys?
I don't think so.
They've been manipulating you. What you think is real
Is that supposed to be?
sometimes ain't.
And initiate sequence.
I like the song for it.
You can't control me forever.
Sure about that?
I'll be in charge.
Revenge is what makes a man like you.
No, broke it.
Think about men like me.
Oh, snap.
That is absolutely fantastic.
I feel like I just heard this. Are they playing this on repeat?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
I have
cool.
a couple of things.
Okay.
I have questions.
All right, baby, go ahead.
Why isn't he white? And where's the hole in his chest? That's like there's a hole in his chest that the
Oh, so-
nanites could never fix.
Okay, so that's what the big red circle actually is. On.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a hole that I can't remember how he got it. It was a shotgun or something? But the nanites could never fix it. So that's why there's a big gaping hole. It looks like what they did was kind of like an Iron Man like light up thing.
Okay.
It doesn't look like a hole.
This comic has been, most of the Valiant stuff, the way that they do it differently than most companies do. They have a certain team work for a couple of volumes, and then they'll start all their stories back over at number one. So Bloodshot has a lot of different lot of different openings, a lot of different origins. Excuse me. I think that what they're going for is they're not showing us, like, you know how most trailers show you bits throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
I think really,
It feels like it's the first 5 pages of one of his comics.
well, it's kind of like the first what would you say, maybe 20, 25 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, that's what,
Yeah.
kind of what it feels
Yeah.
like, which you say is about a trade.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And I've heard other people talking about this trailer and how, you know, the trailer gives everything away, and, you know, he doesn't look like Bloodshot. Well, here's the thing about that.
I mean, he's bald like Bloodshot.
Well,
Some Bloodshots.
some Bloodshots. That's the thing. There's more than one Bloodshot for one thing.
Yeah. There's a whole crew of Bloodshots, aren't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
In fact, at one point, I think a little girl is Bloodshot.
yeah, that's his daughter.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Spoilers.
I was
Spoilers.
saying that one of the big posters that, or things.
Bloodshot
that you have at home.
Salvation,
Yeah.
I believe, is the
Yeah.
one that has his daughter with a character named Magic.
Yeah. She's all white too.
But also, Ray Garrison or Bloodshot, they also had a kind of like a camouflage mode that they do with the nanites, to where
Okay.
they can look like normal people,
Okay. Yeah.
like they
I remember
look
that.
like flesh
yeah.
colored. I don't think that Valiant wants to give away the final look.
Okay.
This trailer didn't spoil anything, by the way. Even if
No.
you don't know the character, everybody has Wikipedia nowadays.
Yeah.
So they're gonna see this character, not know anything about it. They're gonna
Yeah.
look it up anyway.
Right.
Like this is the main.
This is like if you pick up the first issue from any of the storylines, this is the
Yeah.
main. This is his backstory period.
Now-
You pick that up, number 1, any Bloodshot. That's what you're gonna see.
Now the only difference is though, is because of I believe Paramount are the ones that got Harbinger away from the Valiant movies. I think Paramount has them. If that wouldn't have happened, I think the targets would have been the PSYOP kids, because outside of them using Bloodshot to take out targets that they want,
Yeah.
they used him to capture the PSYOPs, the Harbinger
Yeah.
kids.
It's
We're-
because they can't control him in any kind of way, in a sense.
They do for now, because he doesn't know what's going on, because
Yeah.
it's all fake memories.
But the
every
thing
time.
is, if I recall in the comics, every time he gets rebooted, the nanites fix him a little bit more until a point where they can't reset him anymore. If I'm remembering correctly.
that might be one of the storylines, but the main
That's
thing
kind of
is
how I felt here. Like every time he was waking up, he was like, "Do I know you? Do I know the song?" Like,
that might be what they're going for this one. But what happens is there's a doctor that finally, a scientist that finally decides, okay, enough is enough with this,
Yeah.
and decides to tell him what's going on.
and maybe that's the arm guy. Because I don't remember a character.
I honestly
with
think
the-
it's the no. I think that's just a new character they did for the movie. I think
Okay.
what's going to happen is the scientist that has the British accent. I believe that actor was in New Girl.
Oh yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Right. I think he's going to end up being the scientist that tells them, hey, because you hear him in the trailer say, you know, basically not everything is what it seems.
Yeah.
But for me, as a fan
Oh, I
of
can't
Valiant
wait.
and a fan of Bloodshot, the trailer looks awesome.
Yeah.
Like that blown off face part and
Oh,
the face just
that
going
was
back.
amazing.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And I really can't wait to see what they're going to do with, instead of having the hole in his chest, they have sort of the light up thing. I really want to see how they're going to play that up. Like how they're going to do that.
Right, so we've heard basically your final thoughts on the trailer. My final thoughts. Hoss, what are your final thoughts on it?
Well, being the one that knows the least about the character, I'm probably excited in a very different way. Where y'all's might be maybe a little more cautious than mine is, because we understand Valiant's kind of, they don't have the budget like DC and
Yeah.
Marvel to come out and maybe fail. But I'm genuinely excited because I want something different on
Yeah.
screen. I want
Gotcha.
something nobody's ever seen, and I want everybody to like it as much as we do.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I promise you people, the Valiant universe is
Oh.
amazing. It's
Oh
one
my
of
God.
the best comic universes ever of all
Actually,
time.
there's one character that I'm super obsessed with. It's Rai. Oh, 4001 AD from their entire universe, including their entire just like universe they've built around all of it together. So I'm kind of hoping in this we get to see maybe Faith show up. or maybe Exo show up?
There's supposed to be some cameos, but they're
If
keeping
Livewire
that.
shows up,
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my brain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose
I
it.
think if anybody, it's going to be Ninjak.
Yeah.
That they pop in.
Is it
because-
Ninja or Ninja King?
Ninjak.
Ninjak?
It's
Okay.
Ninjak.
But I think he'll show up because he seems to be the one, kind of like their Batman, where he's in literally every kind of
Everything,
storyline.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
the more horror type ones with Shadow
Yeah.
Man.
Oh,
and whatnot, you know. In the book, what is he in the Book of Death one?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in
So
Book of Death.
I just think if for sure that would be one that we could expect.
He's actually one of the ones that also shows up in their Divinity series too. Like he's the one who remembers the real world, which
Yep, just like he did in this last one that we read, Stalinverse. Great read.
oh, so good. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. I love everything Valiant does, but the Divinity Stalinverse and Into Eternity was definitely one of the greatest things they've ever done. And Bloodshot played a key character in bringing those cosmonauts back into reality. So I'm really excited to see if maybe this could lead into some of my favorite storylines.
Yeah, so if you ever get a chance, check out Valiant Comics. A lot of times you can find what they have. They're called dollar debuts. They're only $1. Read them. Really tight universe. Really well kept together.
That's pretty much how you got me into it.
Yeah.
You pointed out 3 of them,
Yeah.
and I read them, and yeah.
And then of course you were hooked, and I had to give you all of Rye. I was
Yeah,
like, just
like,
read
yeah.
all of it. Just read it all.
Just grab it. Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully this movie does well. Hopefully it gets out of that whole. It's not an MCU movie or it's not a big name movie. People will go and see it. It's something different. We can get another universe spent out there. But moving on to the next topic, we're getting closer to the CW Crisis on Infinite Earths. Arrow has been super tight so far. It's only going to get 10 episodes this season, but we've watched the first 4 of them. Tight, very clean, no filler. And I'm gonna throw it over to you first, Jennifer. What are kind of your hopes? What are some of your fantasy theories that you have? Like who might show up?
Okay, so there's just, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so I'm really excited to see some of the Smallville cast come back because I can't wait to see all of the different worlds, like the multiverse is really coming full term. We've had little hints here and there of the multiverse. We've even had the different characters from the different multiverses. I'm really excited to see how they're going to do that. Tom Welling is coming back. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I really wish...
Michael Rosenbaum?
Yes, thank you, Rosenbaum, because he's one of my favorite actors. I even loved him when he was the head in the Chainsaw game that I played. Lollipop Chainsaw, I loved him in there. A lot of other things that he's been in I really liked. I'm also really excited to see how they're going to bring Batwoman into this because I've been watching that. Super exciting stuff. And then Legends is coming back. So we're going to get everybody. Just everybody. Just shove it in there and just love it.
So if you had like a fantasy theory, like something you don't think is actually going to happen in the crossover, but something that you would love to happen. Like
Oh
a
my
character
God.
showing up or something like that.
So
who
there's an actor out there, and I wish I could remember his name. It's gonna kill me. I'm super sorry. I'll look it up later and add it to the description. But there's an actor who's almost an exact lookalike of Christopher Reeves, and he plays like he does like the little things, like he does like little Instagram, like little 1-minute things, or on TikTok he does little 1-minute things where he actually sounds like him. And I know this will never happen. But it would be so cool if they could bring him in from like an alternate universe, Christopher Reeves, Superman.
sounds
And
cool.
it would be really, because he was my first Superman. As probably most of us, he was probably most of our first Superman. Yeah. And I just feel like that would be, or, they could mention something about that Superman, or maybe you could like jump to his universe, see that he was busy, or just some sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a remembrance or
Homage.
Thank you. Homage to maybe that Christopher Reeves, or maybe even we could have a hint of maybe one of the other Batmans, like the 1989 Batman or something like that. I think that'd be really
Funny,
cool.
funny you should say that. There's actually It's been shown already, so this is not a spoiler. But I'm going to give you the 5 seconds just in case you don't want to hear it. There's a newspaper that has Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne, Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne, talking about how he's going to be marrying Selena Kyle.
He's my favorite.
Yeah.
He's my favorite Batman.
All right, now that we got your predictions and your hopes for this crossover, Sean, we'll throw it over to you. What do you hope to see in this crossover, and what is your, like, either a character that shows up or something that could be completely out there would you like to see in this crossover?
Well, as far as what I hope to see is, of course, knowing that Arrow is going to end. Personally, I'd like to see him get the proper kind of send-off.
Yeah.
And whatnot for what that cast and what Steven has done for everything, and give it a good and just give him the right kind of send-off. I'm sure when they started this 8 years ago, they didn't think that this universe was going to be what it is. This is probably one of the best things you've ever seen on TV.
I have a quick question. So is the last episode of Arrow going to be the crossover?
The whole season of Arrow is the crossover for him, basically.
Okay.
It involves everything now.
I'm really far behind on this last season of Arrow. Sorry.
Yeah.
Guys. Sorry.
His whole season ties into everything.
Okay.
Like for instance, right now he just met Mia.
Oh, okay.
They came back to the past, so now
Okay.
he's interacting with his kids. So
Okay.
I think, and Jay agrees that for the last 6 episodes, that Mia and William are going to be there the whole
Okay.
time. As far as something that I don't think will happen, but it would be great to see. Just somebody from the DC movie universe coming in. Maybe particularly for me would either be Henry Cavill's Superman or Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. Because they haven't even mentioned, or even Linda Carter to get Wonder Woman in this whole thing. They've mentioned Titans. I would like to see them get not a blip. I'd like to see a legit kind of like fight scene with them in it. So that's kind of my big hopes and what I would like to see happen.
Nice.
So Jay.
Yes.
What is yours?
Yeah, you need to share.
What's your fantasies and hopes?
Man. I just by looking at the people that they've got to come back, all the Easter eggs that they have, I have just a feeling that this is going to be the best crossover that they've done since they started doing these crossovers. I am super excited. You have no idea. Smallville was my show back in the day. I still watch that show to this day.
Yeah.
Still, fingers crossed that they can get Justin Hartley to play a version of Green Arrow.
Oh my God, I would lose
that
it.
would be
Yes.
so
Yes.
Now, as far as, my hopes for it being is, I too want them to give Stephen Amell the best send-off they possibly could. I mean, we would not have this Arrowverse if it was not for Stephen Amell.
Much love.
And something that's way out there, and I've discussed this with many people, there is 1 billion to 0.5% chance that this would ever happen.
I know what this is.
But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. So, we're gonna have Constantine, of course. They're already taking Lucifer. He's a DC property from another CW show, or he was Fox.
I think he was Fox, and then
I
he
think
was
he was
Netflix.
Fox. Okay.
Yeah, he's Netflix now.
Well, my just dream fantasy thing would be they're fighting Anti-Monitor and whatever he's throwing at them, and Constantine says something about there's some kind of relic he thinks can help him.
Oh my God.
And he says, I don't have it, but I might know some blokes who might. The screen goes black and you're immediately hit with Carry On My Wayward Son. And it's the Winchesters he's talking about.
Yes.
The Winchesters and Castiel. Because Jared and Jensen are really good friends with Stephen Amell.
Yeah.
And I just, billion to 0.5% chance of this happening. But I think that would just be the coolest. Just get all the shows on CW, involved in this.
One final crossover that
just
literally has every multiverse, every universe together, all the way from Supernatural to Lucifer.
Oh,
like,
Because when you think about it, there's one show we haven't even mentioned that's going to be in the crossover.
Black Lightning.
Black Lightning.
Oh, I love that show. I've watched every episode. I've
So,
actually seen the first season twice.
So
I love it
that
so
should
much.
be really cool
Yeah.
to see how he fits in.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially him and his daughters. Oh wow,
And
what's
the-
gonna happen with his daughters?
And again, though,
Oh,
this thing all started with Arrow.
Yeah.
And when Arrow first came out, it was, you know, this is grounded street level. There's not going to be superpowers. There's not going to be any of this. And then we happened to do the Flash semi-backdoor pilot.
Yeah.
And once MetaHuman showed up, I mean, the Arrowverse just exploded. We had, for a time, we had DC superhero shows on TV from Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
And then with Supergirl, it was Sunday through
Yeah.
Friday.
Right.
Yeah.
And now it's Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I believe, with everything. I don't know what night Black Lightning comes on.
I usually just watch it 2 days later on Friday.
Yeah.
So I think Wednesday. I can't remember.
Sounds about
They
right.
changed. They
Because
keep changing
Sunday
it.
is
Batwoman
Batwoman
and
and
Supergirl.
Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
So
know
Sunday
Tuesday
is Women's Day, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sunday is Women's Day.
See what you did
Tuesday
there.
is
I see what you
Flash,
did.
and Arrow is either Monday or Wednesday.
I thought Flash and Arrow came on the same day now.
They
Yeah,
might.
they do.
Yeah.
The way we do it is we all sit down and watch it on like Friday night. That's
Yeah.
how we do it. So Friday night is basically our marathon of all the episodes. That's how.
We keep up with everything.
Yeah, we do. But yeah.
I'm a season behind on Arrow.
Last point on this. These crossovers have gotten better and better.
Oh yeah.
The Earth X one was amazing.
That's still my favorite.
Super speed.
Still my favorite.
I don't have it.
Yeah. That one
But
was really good.
This one I think
Oh,
is
man.
gonna
Yeah.
finally be the one that topped it. I mean,
Oh, I can't wait for the catchphrases coming out of this one.
yeah. I mean, last year's was good. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, Elseworlds,
Also was
but Crisis on Earth X
Crisis
is one
on
of the
Earth X.
special ones for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
it really was.
Holds a special place in my heart. Especially the comic series. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's not even just there's more. So when it comes to that comic, there's the one main storyline that's the omnibus. It has enough for an omnibus, but there are so many side stories and other lead ups and follow and like the twirls into it, that goes into it. There's actually a total, I think last time I checked, of 6 or 7 omnibuses just for this storyline. So I can't wait to see how much of it they're gonna shove, and it's gonna be over several episodes. We're not just getting 3 episodes.
Crisis on Infinite Earths, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we were reading earlier. So you're actually gonna get a couple episodes of the Crisis. Then you
Yeah.
gotta wait like 3 weeks, and
Yeah.
then they're gonna finish it in January. It's
Yeah.
like they've never done that
Because
before. so
they hold our balls and they know
yeah, they're gonna yeah.
it. They own us and they know it.
Mm.
They know it.
Anyway, so here in the next coming weeks for the channel, we're gonna do what we call a Hall of Comics, which is where we get together and basically show you all the comics that we've gotten for the week. Now, these aren't necessarily going to be all new titles or anything. These could be something that while we're at the comic book store, we just happen to glance at and be like, oh, like there's a True Believers reprint of Hulk #1 or something like that. Something else we're going to be doing is dynamic duo reviews, where it could be any combination of the 3 of us as, of course, a duo. And hopefully in the coming week, you'll get mine and Jennifer's review of Joker, which was an amazing movie. Yes. But that's it for me. You guys got anything else to add before we go?
No, just other than this has been fun.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
we finally got to do this together
Oh, yeah.
and whatnot. Hopefully you guys all enjoy it. My whole love of comics started because of these two being such literal fanatics you don't understand. When you see our set, you'll understand what I mean when you see everything. And so, you know, I just hope everybody has as much fun as we do, because that's all comics is about. It's fun.
It's an escape.
Nice.
Yeah, it's an
Sure.
escape from the whole world is how I like comics. It's just sometimes the world is just so crazy out there. I just want to look at a comic, because comics, even though they have crazy worlds, they have a story for us, and I like to lose myself in that story, and I think that's really transversed really well into the TV shows. And Stephen Amell, we love you so much, and we just want to thank you from the very bottom of our hearts for giving us this universe. Sorry, it's just
It's okay. She's a little verklempt.
like This has been so great because there was a while we were, you know, the world was just crazy for us, and this was something that we could do together that just brought us so much joy and laughter and love and tears in our hearts. So we could not have gotten this far without the entire cast.
There's gonna be a whole
of
episode
Arrow.
dedicated
Yeah.
to y'all. Don't worry
Yeah.
about that.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
it's coming.
But that's all I wanted to say is I love you guys. Thank you for everything you do, and I can't wait to see more.
Well, and for Jennifer and Sean here, I'm Jay. We've been Triangle of Truth. We'll catch you guys later.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure that you drop us a like. Leave any comments, questions, criticisms. Just kind of be gentle down below. I want to send a very special shout out to the folks at Funkytown Collectables. Make sure y'all are following them. But they left us the keys to Funkytown for the week while they were on their trip. We had a great time watching over the town for them. Until the next video, later.